May I have your attention please? The mandatory guest safety briefing will begin shortly. By now, most if not all of you will have been to your designated assembly stations and checked in. However, if you have not visited your assembly station, we suggest that you make your way there now and check in immediately. Please take time to view the safety video that is now available to watch on your stateroom television. This video will demonstrate the proper method for donning your life jacket as well as supplying general safety tips to follow while on board. The general alarm signal will be given at the beginning of the safety briefing, which consists of 7 short blasts followed by 1 long blast of the ship's whistle. When the alarm is sounded, please remain in place. You are not required to wear or collect your life jacket. We ask that all remaining members of your party pay close attention to the information provided in the briefing, which is mandatory. If children in your party are checked in youth activities programming, they will remain in our care, and there is no need to pick them up. Crew members will be stationed throughout the ship should you have any additional questions. Please note that all crew services will be suspended during the safety briefing. While walking around the vessel, we ask that you take caution of slippery decks, especially around pool areas. Also be aware of raised sills and steps as you're passing through doors, especially in staterooms. Your stateroom door is designed to close automatically. Special care should be taken to keep fingers clear of the closing edge, to make certain the door latches properly. We also ask that you use handrails while walking through passageways and using stairways. For the continued comfort and safety of all our guests, we ask that all guests refrain from loud conversation and gatherings in the stairways and corridors, and to also refrain from sitting on the staircases because the stairs are evacuation routes and must be clear at all times. Once again, the mandatory guest safety briefing will begin shortly. Thank you for your attention. All visitors, vendors, and shore personnel who are not sailing with this Bloxney Cruise Line vessel should disembark at this time. May I have your attention please? At the conclusion of this announcement, the general alarm will be sounded, followed by 1 long blast of the ship's whistle, accompanied by the sounding of the alarms. This will mark the start of today's safety briefing, and please pay close attention to the information provided. At this time, we ask that all crew members working in guest areas suspend services and stay in place until the end of the safety briefing. We ask that all guests also remain in place and listen for the duration of the safety briefing. If you happen to be in a location where the guest safety briefing video is broadcast on a screen, please remain in that location, listen to that announcement and follow along with the video. Once again, at the conclusion of this announcement, the general alarm will be sounded. If you have small children or sensitive hearing, you may want to cover your ears. Thank you. May I have your attention please? This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. At the end of this announcement, we will be sounding our ship's whistle. We recommend to our guests on the open decks to cover your ears. Attention all guests, this Bloxney Cruise Line vessel's mandatory safety briefing has begun. We ask that you remain where you are for the duration of this briefing. The purpose of this briefing is to provide instruction to familiarize you with our emergency procedures. In the unlikely event of an actual emergency, you will hear the general alarm, which is 7 short blasts, followed by 1 long blast of the ship's whistle, accompanied by the sounding of the alarms. When you hear this signal, go immediately to your stateroom. Put on warm clothing and comfortable shoes and take all medication with you, and don your life jacket. In the event of a real emergency, please pick up your children from youth activity programming. Please bring your key to the world card, and follow the signs and directions of the designated crew to your assembly station. The Bloxney Cruise Line vessel's smoke detection system is linked to all stateroom phones. In the event that the smoke detector in a stateroom is activated, the system will automatically cause the stateroom phone to ring as an awareness alarm. This is the officer. Shortly after the activation of the stateroom smoke detector, at the end of this the bridge officer will be calling the stateroom to check on the status of all of the guests and the room. The Bloxney Cruise Line vessel also had audible alarms installed in its corridors outside guest staterooms. Upon hearing one or more of these alarms, please leave the area and notify the nearest crew member or call guest services. Your help in responding to one of these alarms will add to the safety of our guests, crew, and ship. If you smell smoke or discover a fire, press one of the red fire alarm call point buttons around the ship. This warns the bridge so that immediate action can be taken. In the event of a fire, and during drills, fireproof doors may block your route. Although these doors are heavy, they may be opened by hand and will close automatically behind you. The Bloxney Cruise Line vessel is equipped with low-level emergency lighting, which is installed in the floors of corridors to help guide you to the exits. It is important that you do not use the elevators in an emergency, because you could be speaking from the bridge. There is another Bloxney Cruise Line. There are other signals that do not directly affect guests. These signals may also be heard during the cruise, when a crew drill is held. You will be given advance notice of these drills by ship announcements. 3 long blasts of the ship whistle is the signal of man. If you should see anyone fall over the ship's side, you should throw a life buoy or anything else that will float over the side, shout "man overboard." Immediately, notify the nearest crew member. Here are the instructions for donning your life jacket. First, unroll the strap and extend the clip to the end of the strap. Then, hold the life jacket in front of you, and pull apart the opening for your head for easy access. Next, put your head through the opening, and then pull the strap behind your back, insert the clip into the buckle on the right side of the jacket, and pull the strap tight, so that the life jacket will feel snug around you. The life jackets are equipped with a whistle and a light to attract attention. The light will be self-activated once in contact with seawater. Please do not tamper or remove them. The life jacket is filled with permanent flotation materials and does not require inflation. If you are unable to reach your stateroom for your life jacket, extra life jackets will be provided by your assembly crew from the storage locations near the lifeboats. In the unlikely event that it is necessary to abandon ship, the order will be given verbally from the bridge, and the lifeboat will already be prepared for boarding on deck 4. The assembly crew is trained to take you in small groups from the assembly station to the lifeboat. Special care will be taken to not break up families. Any questions or requests for additional information should be addressed to any ship officer. The ship is equipped with the most modern satellite distress communications devices that will alert Coast Guard stations and other ships of an emergency. If at any time during your cruise, you require urgent medical attention, you should contact the medical center directly by calling the medical emergency line from any ship phone. The number to dial is 7300. The ship's medical center is located on deck 1, forward, on the port side. The medical center is only accessible via the ship's forward guest elevators. If you require non-urgent medical assistance, you can call the medical center. The number to dial is 71923 from any ship telephone to make an appointment. Should you require non-urgent medical attention outside of operating hours, please contact guest services by dialing 0 from any ship's phone and request a transfer to the duty nurse. We do ask, if you're feeling unwell at any time, that you return to or remain in your stateroom and call the medical center for assistance by dialing 0 for guest services and requesting medical services. On behalf of the captain and crew, we thank you for your attention during this very important guest safety briefing. The briefing is hereby completed. Services.
What's up, dogs? Oh, and last, but certainly not least, Mickey Mouse! Come on, everybody! Let's sail away!
May I have your attention, please? This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. There is another Bloxney Cruise Line vessel nearby. With that being said, you may want to head to the open decks at this time to take some photos. We plan to do a
Disney Magic makes some noise! Welcome to the LA party. I'm your host, Josh, and I'm here to get this party started. All right, now Disney Magic, let me see those hands in the air and clap it out as we welcome your crew staff. Let's hear it for Sebastian. Make some noise for Daddy. Give it up for Elliot. And last but not least, make some noise for Tisa. Alrighty, now Mickey and the gang will be here in just a couple minutes. But right now, let's go ahead and get this party started. Let's go. Alright, Disney Magic, where we're on deck 9 or 10 or in the kids zones. I want to see those hands in the air. Pump it out like this.
So you wanna party?
Pump it out, Disney Magic. Hey, hey, let me see you.
Know someone, my friends.
Let's see this
You
side.
wanna get higher? Shake that back.
Let me see this side. Alright, Disney Magic. Now we're gonna add a little twist in the hips. I want to see everybody.
That romance and I cancel your plans and girls hide your hands 'cause I'm
Now,
hot
Disney
and I'm
Magic, we're getting so
dancing.
close to the beginning of the countdown of your Disney cruise vacation. We got Connor here on the waiting can. And if you see us up on the screen right here, I want you to just scream and go wild. Here we go. To fist up. And everybody jump it out. Let's go. That was good. We can do better than that, Disney Magic. Jump, 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 jump. Now Disney Magic makes some noise. Oh, I know we can do better than that. You are on a Disney cruise vacation. Let's say make some noise. Now this is your cruise staff. They're gonna be in charge of all your fun. It's soon to be yours. Make some noise for my girl, Zara.
I have your attention, please? This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. At the end of this announcement, we will be sounding our ship's whistle. We recommend to our guests on the open decks to cover your ears. May I have your attention, please? This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. At the end of this announcement, we will be sounding our ship's whistle. We recommend to our guests on the open decks to cover your ears.
officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. In 2 minutes' time, the Blocksney horn will be sounded from the forward funnel, and this will mark the exact time of 12 noon. Thank you.
speaking from the bridge. The Blocksney Cruise Line vessel has begun refueling operations. At this time we request that there be no open lights, flames, or smoking. And discontinue the use of mobile phones and electronic devices on the open decks. All guests, crew, and technical personnel are prohibited from using stateroom verandas or throwing any items overboard. As a reminder for our contractors, port operations must halt during refueling. Once again, vessel has begun refueling operations. Therefore, we request for the safety of those on board that there be no open lights, flames, or smoking. And discontinue the use of mobile phones and electronic devices on the open decks. Do not use stateroom verandas, and all hot white operations are now prohibited. Thank you for your attention. May I have your attention, please? This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. The Bloxney Cruise Line vessel has finished refueling operations. At this time you may resume open lights, flames, and smoking. The use of mobile phones and electronic devices on the open decks is now permitted. All guests, crew, and technical personnel are permitted to use stateroom verandas. As a reminder for our contractors, port operations may now resume. Once again, the Bloxney Cruise Line vessel has completed refueling operations, therefore open lights, flames, and smoking may now resume. And the use of mobile phones and electronic devices on the open decks is now permitted. You may use stateroom verandas, and all hot white operations are now permitted. May I have your attention, please? This is the officer off the watch speaking from the bridge. May I have your attention, please? There's another Bloxney Cruise Line vessel nearby. With that being said, you may want to head to the open decks at this time to take some photos. Nearby. With that plan to do a horn exchange with the other ship at this time to take some photos. There's another Bloxney Cruise Line vessel exchange with the other ship. We plan on doing a horn exchange with them. There's another Bloxney Cruise Line vessel nearby, and we plan on doing a horn exchange with them. Thank you for your attention. This is a rare but memorable occurrence for all guests and crew. Thank you for your attention.
you